security and prosperity.
Welcome back. If you're wondering what's moving in the market, Eicher Motors is actually the top Nifty gainer this afternoon after its numbers yesterday. Now, a lot of brokerages are very bullish, so let's get going on that. First up, we have Jefferies, which has a target price of 42.50 on the stock, which is much above the current market price. They have a buy there. They say that the Q3 EBITDA has risen to a new high. It's a growth of 47%. The Royal Enfield volumes are very strong, up over 30%. And Eicher Motors is well on track to deliver the highest ever Royal Enfield volumes and the highest EPS in FY23. There are multiple tailwinds for Royal Enfield as well: two-wheeler demand recovery, industry premiumization, limited competition and low EV risk. So that's Jefferies for you. Nomura has upgraded the stock to a neutral, although their target price has been cut to 3264. They say competition is a key risk because you have the entry of Bajaj Triumph and Hero Harley, which is a key risk for FY24. In fact, Morgan Stanley talks about this competition as well. They have an equal weight with a target price of 35.53. They say that the company has definitely gained market share post the launch of the new Hunter 350cc. However, the margins and the market share are likely to peak in FY23 because Bajaj Triumph launches in 2023 and Hero Harley launches in 2024, and those are some big competitors for Eicher Motors in the year to come. Citi has put out a note. They have a buy with a target price of 4,400. They say that the margins were better than expected in both Royal Enfield and the Volvo Eicher commercial vehicle business. Demand outlook is positive and margins should see a further uptick because of falling raw material prices. And the new Super Meteor 650cc has also seen a very good demand and customer response and could further support profitability. So that's the brokerage view on Eicher Motors. But the other big mover is NMDC. It's trading in the green after reporting a steady set of Q3 numbers. Nigel is here with the details. Nigel.
Well, NMDC's numbers are more or less stable, but the street views, Q4 to be far better, and also there was a dividend sweetener. So let's run you through the first part. First, the revenue is more or less in line, margins a little bit better, and profitability as well did come in more or less in line with what we were working with. In terms of their volumes, they were still lower on a year-on-year basis on a high base. It came in lower by close to around 3%. However, in the past quarter, there was export duty as well that was levied, which is now not there. So the hope is in Q4, volumes will ramp up dramatically as steel production as well ramps up. The other factor is realizations. Well, they have been subpar for the past a quarter or so. But remember, post that, we have seen big price increases coming from NMDC, which will reflect partly in the fourth quarter. That's Q4 FY23. In addition to that, they declared a dividend of close to around 3.75 rupees, which the street likes. And the street is also building in another big dividend that is likely to come in the next month and a half or so. So put all these factors together, the numbers were in line, but the street is optimistic on the future prospects. Back to you.
Okay, all right, Nigel. Thanks very much for that. So that's on a couple of large caps. We've spoken about Eicher as well as NMDC, but one particular stock which deserves mention is Apollo Hospitals, which has now risen to be your top gain on the Nifty, surpassing Eicher Motors as well. So it's up around 4% at this point in time. And remember, this is despite an operating margin which actually came below estimates. It came in at around 11.9%. Street was anticipating around 12.5%. The reason why you're seeing the stock higher is because Sunita Reddy has told us in an interview earlier in the morning that the digital arm losses have probably peaked at this point in time. The EBIT losses were at 74 crores in this quarter. The net loss for the business was 99 crores for the entire digital arm. So it seems as though the street is taking cue from that and the confidence that they've shown in the GMV for that particular business. So that's the reason why you're seeing Apollo Hospitals gain to become the top gainer on the Nifty at this point. Take a short break. On the other side, we'll focus on a couple of other stocks such as Supriya Life Sciences. It was a sheer disappointment. More details once we're back. Stay tuned.